Hey, everybody, welcome to Geek Table Talk. I am your host, Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro. And joining me as always, ladies and gentlemen, you know them, but I will always introduce them. Why? Because they are amazing people. So let's get it in. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me as usual is Mr. David Welters, who drinks from the cup of poke or poke. I don't know. Nintendo,
Fresh.
it's on the ball's in your court. And last but never least, the man, the myth, the McNoob. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christopher McNabb
The
joins us.
X-Man.
Who dat? I guess Tom Brady's that.
Yeah, sadly, Tom Brady is the certified GOAT of the NFL. 7 championship rings between two teams. And Tampa Bay
Putting up
now,
billboards in New Orleans.
yeah, that's wow.
I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, the
I
NFL,
mean,
the
that's
NFC
hardcore
South.
trolling if you're throwing
Hey, we
money
do
at a
to Atlanta
billboard.
all the time.
There you go. You could always tease Atlanta, because Atlanta and Carolina, as
We
the
weren't there.
they have onion rings instead of real rings. Tampa Bay now has two in their franchise. New Orleans has one, and who is it? Atlanta and Carolina. You see, they're not even factors. I forget them. Goose egg.
Where's the drum set?
You know, doom, doom, they are forgettable. You lose Cam Newton, you lose everything. What was there with Atlanta was the what 24-3 or 27-3.
They still haven't recovered from that.
You can never recover from that sadness. So
Never, ever, ever.
congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You did it, and in your own home. So props to that.
That's another big pro in your own home.
At your house.
That never happens.
No.
Obviously, we got a crazy
Yeah, underdog at home.
year this
Yeah.
year.
Very,
But-
very. I mean,
I'll give him the Pikachu. I'll give him
exactly. The only touchdown the Kansas City Chiefs had was their plane touching down on the landing strip. So, well, better luck next year. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is a young man. That team's young.
That dude's a beast anyway.
Oh
so,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. He's got more to grow. Hopefully, they grow from it and not go back into the dumps as they used to be. The ghost of Christian McCoy deems it so that they be better. He's not dead. The Nigerian nightmare is not dead. Yeah, he's not dead. I'm just saying the spirit of the Nigerian nightmare.
the player spirit,
Yeah, it's still in the
he's not
building.
dead. Trust us.
Not dead. He's gone nowhere. He's like the Kimbe Matumbo against death. He's blocking that shit.
Second only to Bo Jackson.
Nobody comes in my house.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They both were in Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
They were both in Tecmo Bowl, and they were beasts when they ran. And shout out to who was the other one for the 49ers? Roger Craig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roger Craig, who was great running straight through, but never in the zigzag. That was Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was the king of angled running. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching three men ramble about sports ball. But this is the Geek Table Talk. It is sponsored by absolutely no one. And by me saying that, we would love to have sponsors. So if you're interested in sponsoring, even if you just want to put your damn logo on the show, no cash involved. You can always contact me at heyoant77@gmail.com. If you look on the graphic, it's there. You can find me on the Instagrams and the Twitters at Madness3030. That's madness, like the ska band who made our house in the middle of our street. 3030. Why? Because I'm a huge fan of Deltron 3030. I couldn't rap nor made fact beats, but I still took the moniker Kiss My Ass. All right. So be sure to like, share, and comment, man. We're on YouTube right now. Hopefully, I'll move into the podcast space where you can take it on the go. But we would definitely love for you to subscribe to the channel, the Show with No Name channel, and give us a blue thumb, Blue thumbs are always cool. Hit the red subscribe button and hit that bell to turn the notifications to all so you can be notified every time I drop a new episode or movie reviews, which are coming. They're coming. I'm telling you, I promise you, they are coming. There's just been a lot of stuff going on in the world. We're still in a broken
They'll be back.
Panasonic.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be back. And hopefully the guys will join me for some of those movie reviews as well as game reviews. And hope to fill your life with awesome, amazing content created by a black man. It is Black History Month, damn it. So I'm recognizing my color. These other brothers do not represent white guilt, they represent victim. All right. So enough of the chitting and the chatting. Let's jump right into it. We are going into the news, into the talk. This is why we get together at the table to conversate about all things geek and nerd culture. And boy, for the first conversation, I'm going to label it. Sometimes you just have to shut up and collect a check. And I could be wrong for saying that, but
Sometimes you just need to force choke yourself.
self. When you have the urge to compare your little frivolous drama with an oppressed people, Palpatine yourself. Just
Yeah.
kind of don't use that as an analogy because Gina Carano, yes, you are an amazing MMA fighter. I think Chris Cyborg kind of proved a lot wrong, but as an actor, while you're mediocre, you were given the keys to the Disney vault, and that vault was just raining Disney dollars upon your forehead. And you decide to say, my political beliefs are stronger than the check. And you know what? I'll give you that modicum of respect. But unlike a Dave Chappelle who walks away from $50 million, you, my friend, are that. I'm not gonna call you any names to demean you, but I will say that was a bonehead move. You blew that up like the Death Star did Alderaan. And yes, the original title I did say Gina Carano force pushed out.
I mean,
She said some things, and this is not the first offense. So this is, folks are like heated. The Some in the Star Wars fan ilk are saying cancel Disney Plus. To that I say to hell with that, because WandaVision's there. Falcon Winter Soldier is coming. They know. Oh no, my brother, that is never gonna happen on my watch. I'm not canceling Disney Plus. Not for $6.99, and not for the great Marvel shit that's there now. Nah,
Ain't
y'all can
coming.
go somewhere with that.
exactly. There now and incoming.
And incoming. So, not happening. No, she could have used a whole nother analogy of being a Republican or a conservative or a libertarian or whatever the hell. She did not have to go that far at all, because I have yet to see a Republican pulled out of their home by their neighbor getting their ass whooped. So
You know,
please,
you know what's sad about it too? She played a strong female character. That was a lot of people loved her character.
yeah, she was actually good as
Yeah,
Cara
Yeah,
Dune. I
her character
enjoyed.
was, the badass, and I
Right.
mean, she was a cool character, like you're saying. But
Yeah.
like you were
It's a
saying,
mess. It's a mess.
sometimes you gotta Palpatine yourself.
Yeah.
You used Alderaan reasons.
Yeah.
You just yeah.
Even if she'd have just said, being a Republican does put a target on your back, I was like, yeah, because
Cool.
right now it's the party of dickheads. I'm sorry. It's no, sorry, not sorry. It's what it is. Y'all coming off as true douche nozzles. But for you to come and say, they're beating us like the Jews, like, no, I ain't seen
Yeah.
one Republican pulled out their house, got their ass whooped, or thrown in a concentration camp. Stop using that analogy. Like, look, white folk, I'm saying it not just because it's Black History Month, it's the truth. Stop comparing your bullshit struggles with folks who've been through hell. You have not gone through hell. You haven't seen hell yet. You know, people who stormed the Capitol, you're not Black Lives Matter. Stop that shit. They're not treating you like Black Lives Matter. They're treating you like fucking criminals because you are criminals. Federal offense, Chubbs. Stop. Just stop. That's my Bernie Sanders shake on the matter. You know, that's my statement on it.
So what do you think?
Stop.
Recast or just kill her off?
See,
or just never go back
Yeah.
to it.
just never go back to it.
Push her to that end of the galaxy.
Oh yeah, to the what is it called? The Far Reach or whatever.
The New Republic pushed her out that way.
Yeah. Well, and you know the crazy thing is, look, I'm cancel culture is kind of it's become a joke and a meme within itself. I mean, there are some people in the world that do deserve to be thrown, you know, out of the tribe, but with this, you can recast. Sometimes recasting is good. Sometimes recasting is shooting yourself in the foot. As I said before, this is not her first offense, mind you.
Correct.
She's been doing this for a while now. And Disney has sat back and just went. And she's got to be very thankful to James Gunn for this one. Because whether people believe it or not, James Gunn saved her ass on many occasions when she was typing what she's been typing. Because remember when this little goof nut went and found a 2009 tweet about James Gunn and said, "Well, you look what he's doing. That's pretty much disrespectful." And Disney's like, "Oh shit, get him the fuck out of here." And Kevin Feige's like, "Bitch, yo, we got Guardians, B." You know, you're taking, and people from Marvel, like the Marvel directors and producers, were like, "Yo, we stand with James, but we can't. You know, our arms are too short to hotbox with Disney's God." And James had to take a break, and he walked away. You know,
you can't fight the mouse, unfortunately.
You can't.
Know?
You just
DC
can't.
was like, "Hey, why don't you come over here?"
Yeah, DC's like, come on through. And now we have the Suicide Squad that's coming. That actually looks very promising, and hopefully will give DC and Warner Brothers a win. You know, a solid win. I hope for that. But Disney saw the error of their ways and were like, "Oh man, we got to pull back," because they didn't investigate. That was the biggest problem with James Gunn. They reacted. They didn't say, "Okay, James, come to the office. Let's talk. Let's see what the hell's going on." And because from 2009 to I think it was what 2020, 2019, 2020, they kind of broke ties with him. The man changed. You know, you can see, and even though he gave the iOS press release, you know, say, "Hey guys, look, I'm sorry." I believed him, and it's not because he gave us Guardian of the Galaxy. I believe people can change, because if you go from that tweet up to what he was tweeting, you never see him tweet anything of that, even in a jokingly manner, since.
Correct.
You know, after that, you see that he learned the error of his ways, but it's the past that came back. Gina Carano didn't learn. Gina Carano just ran and said, coronavirus ain't real. Which, if she'd have said it to me, I don't care if she MMA, she gonna get cussed out. You know, I lost family to this bullshit. I gotta stop cursing because I'm trying to get more people to watch. But I lost family to it. So I'm like, nah, stop. Get the fall paper off your head. You know, the aliens will not probe you. Stop it. You know, oh well, the election stuff. They're Republican people who run these companies, and they are even saying, yo, there was no fraud. So you keep pumping falsehoods out, and it's gonna come back to bite you. But Disney kept saying, Disney kind of sat back, like, hey, pump your brakes.
That's it, man. Mickey took the chill pill.
Yeah, you know.
He was like, all right, well.
They're like, "Okay, are you done? You done, Vincent? All right."
Yeah, okay. Cara Dune's back, you know, and hey, guess what? We're gonna give you your own show. You're gonna be a part of, I think it was the High Republic show or something like that. That's something that was coming that was going to be Cara Dune centered. And
Correct.
Pedro Pascal was like, that's great, you know, dude. Chubbs was showing you love when Carl Weathers has your back.
Exactly.
Come on now, this is Apollo Creed. He died by Russians' hands.
He did.
So you can say stupid shit on Twitter. Apollo Creed died to just for your sins, and you still doing stupid shit. You still saying stupid things, and yeah, just like one video I watched, they didn't really jump on her until you compared your little frivolous struggle with the Holocaust and with Jews in Nazi ran Germany. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, sorry if
Yeah.
you know, I really enjoyed her as Cara Dune, but there's some
I
other
mean,
strong women that could probably take the role and make
correct.
good just as well as she did. Because, like I said, she's not the greatest actor. She's really not. But to see her punch, you know, knocking out stormtroopers and fighting and, you know, holding that big ass repeater, I mean, it was dope as hell. She was intimidating. She was powerful. Sometimes I think she should have been Wonder Woman at one point. I did say before they even talked about Gal Gadot, I thought Gina Carano would have been either a good Wonder Woman or a good model for a She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, but what do I know? I don't know nothing. I'm just a black dude that does a YouTube show. So as far as recasting, um Twitter's a buzz, you know, like I think Danny Fernandez, I jumped on that bandwagon because Danny Fernandez, I think she would be awesome. um there was a few other people, Sasha Banks from the WWE, although she played Mandalorian, they were
Yeah.
like, just bring her back in, she could be
Yeah. I
um
mean, you know, sure.
hell,
Look, crazier things have happened.
yeah, I
In the
mean Ronda
TV
Rousey.
movieverse.
I mean,
Ronda
what about
Rousey.
Ronda? What about Ronda Rousey? But they're friends, you know. Her and Gina Carano. I knew they
Yeah.
were good friends back in the MMA days. So, the ball's in Disney's court. It's in Lucasfilm's court. Kathleen Kennedy. Um, they know they have a hit with the Mandalorian. They know that Cara Dune was a very popular character. She's not Grogu Baby Yoda popular,
I
but
mean, how could she be?
how could she be? I mean, I don't see no Cara Dune pop figures yet.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
maybe
Hey,
are they?
Goku's bye-bye.
Yeah, you know, Grogu's gone. So, you know, I wish her the best. Even though, look, she said some really insensitive shit, but I don't think she's this um maniacal, sociopathic, evil human being. You know, she's no Timothy McVeigh, you know, Zodiac strength killer, whatever. She's none of
yeah.
that. She's a normal human being who said stupid stuff and it bit her in the butt. So yeah, Gina Carano, good luck. Godspeed, good wish, you know, best wishes. Hope
May
you
the force
Yeah.
be with you.
may
Yeah,
the force be
We'll,
with you, but I
we'll throw it
guarantee
out
you.
there, but I can't guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, you know you're bad off even when Palpatine ain't gonna mess with you. Even Vader was like,
Yeah,
no.
look, Vader's done some things, but
Yeah. Vader's like, I
He-
killed
he-
some children,
he knew when to
but
rein it
I
in with his
ain't talked
employer.
about. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I ain't comparing my struggle. No siree.
Look, man, I knew it was my fault I didn't have the high ground, you know.
Yeah, you know, like Gina, you ain't got the high ground on this one at all. This is Mustafar bad, boo. You know, so look, she's catching it bad, but no one's catching it badder. Haha, segue. Than CD Projekt Red.
Holy,
Ah, man, look.
Just give me my next gen patch, damn it.
I'm at the point like that woman in that video. They need some milk. They can't win. What?
They cannot.
They cannot
Like,
win, man.
their console sales are
Well, you
not
mean
abysmal, but like for the
yeah.
game for Cyberpunk, they
Yeah.
are.
It's not a bad game. I played it. I beat
It
it.
is
I
not.
love it.
Yeah.
I've been watching the wife play it. It's cool. It's awesome.
I've
I
seen
mean,
many play it, and many that I've seen was fairly bug free, and it
Yeah, mine
seemed like a
was.
very fun game. I'm gonna get it somewhere down the line. Now it might be a bargain bin, $10. I don't know, but when did this
but
happen? What, over the
yeah,
week?
let's see. I think it
This
was
past week or a few weeks ago? Um, they were held hostage because they had a somebody hacked them, and it was a very hard hack, man. And they held what, Cyberpunk and The Witcher
Witcher
3.
3 and
Source code.
Cyberpunk source code, and I still, if I'm not mistaken,
Wow.
Did they put it on
it's
eBay or something or
well,
Amazon?
I still think they're trying to ransom it, and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I think they finally yeah,
I could be
the
wrong.
auction is closed. Somebody bought it.
Mm,
So
Jeez.
the source code for The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 was held for ransom, and it was put up for auction starting at $1 million with a buy it now price for $7 million. And lo and behold,
Yeah.
somebody had that money, and I think it's Martin Shkreli. If you don't know who Martin Shkreli is, Google him.
Uh,
But he was the bastard that had the Wu-Tang album. That
Oh,
I mean,
come
he is
yeah,
number one asshole.
yeah, he's the D-bag of D-baggery.
Yeah.
But they were hacked. They took the source code for Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3, and put it for auction, and it seems like somebody bought it. So you'll probably get your next gen patch, but it won't be from CD Project Red. It might be from somebody, maybe
an
from
unknown
some unknown, like, hey
publisher.
guys, I'm giving you what you asked for, and it's probably 100 times better than what CD Project Red will give you. So that, man,
Yeah, they've been having a rough go of everything lately. Like, man,
they are the
between the launch, between
yeah,
people super upset about it,
lawsuits
between
in their home country.
And
yes,
just they were like the most beloved company going
Yeah.
pre-launch.
And the funny thing is, they were beloved, and even when the chips were just down and they were getting kicked from every side, they were still trying to garner, like, say, hey, look, we're sorry, this is what we're working on. They were giving
Yeah.
updates. They would
correct.
I think people started getting tired of seeing yellow. When they saw a post and it was yellow, they knew bad things were coming. And they would talk to the media, they would talk to fans, they were like, hey, look, trust us, we're trying, we're getting it. And I think people were like, no, we're tired of this. We waited since we came out the Burt Canal, and you told us this was the next best thing, and you lied. You flipping lied. So no,
Yeah, it's
there is a no
it,
for us.
it's it, it's just a bad situation all around
Yeah,
because it's
It's going to be
like
great. They're going to add multiplayer. They're going to add other stuff,
yeah.
but it's
like
going to take a while.
like Chris has been saying too. It's not a terrible game by any means.
No, it's not at all.
It's
It's
not a
not.
bad game by any means.
Right.
Like it's just, man, they've been under so much, just a pile of crap,
The
just
hype
from
machine.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hype. Yeah, between the hype machine, between kind of rocky console launch, between
Right.
weird bugs and things like that. And then now all the ransom, the
Yeah.
gosh,
We're holding your livelihood hostage. And lo and
correct.
behold, it's like, dang, man, give them a break. Like, for once, just give CD Project Red a break. Hopefully they'll bounce back. Hopefully.
It's like I said, for Bethesda, they come out, their games are buggy. People are like, haha, that's funny. CJ Projekt Red comes out, it's buggy, they're pissed off.
Right.
It's like, come on.
But unlike Bethesda, like I said before,
rushed.
Bethesda never sits there and says, we have this game coming let's do a SpongeBob transition 20 years later. And boom, it's what the hell is this? No, here's Skyrim. Right here, right now, we're taking. And we all bought it.
Buggy as hell.
Buggy as hell. Dragons flying flying underground. The one kid in the village is a cock knocker, kicking you, But it made for great memes. It made for great comedy. But at the end of the day, you still enjoyed the game.
Right.
You were still doing a fuzdu ra on everything in the village. That's what I used to do. Like when I got that power, I just did not care. I didn't care about the story. I just walk in the village. Oh, hello, fuzdu ra. Like, bye-bye, mayor of shit-ton, whatever it's called. Just it was funny. CD Projekt Red gave us hope and gave us something that we were waiting on for, I guess, such a long time, that the payoff was going to be immense, and then when you say, oh my goodness, this thing is coming out for the Series X and for the PlayStation 5, we're going to get next gen, we're going to get consoles that can do ray tracing, and Cyberpunk's going to be, and we got the breathtaking Keanu Reeves. It just didn't pay off, you get
Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah, you get Keanu Reeves at an E3 saying you're breathtaking, and fanboys and fangirls swooned and sputzed in their pants, and CD Projekt Red was quite frankly the second coming to Jesus. And then when it finally comes out, it's freaking Gary Coleman and the kid with the broken halo.
It's unfortunately another one of those situations where it's the same thing that happened with No Man's Sky, with Anthem.
Yeah. But look what happened with No Man's Sky. So
at least, hopefully, it's another thing where anything and everything, like No Man's Sky, almost anything and everything they promised is there now.
Yeah.
But they did that themselves. CJ Projekt Red got dealt a shitty hand with COVID.
Yeah,
they did. Yes.
Yeah. You had a pandemic. Yes, that totally understand. That's why I say there's hope somewhere down the line. Hopefully they got vaccinated and they're back in the studios, but we don't know. There's
definitely hope. I mean, it's.
But now you're gonna have to re-release the game as the version you were supposed to get.
Yeah, correct. We'll just pull a Final Fantasy 14. We'll Realm Reborn it.
Yep.
And destroy the whole game to bring out a new one.
And you guys are gonna be chomping at the bit. Why? Because Geralt's showing up. I don't know. They'll probably
he's there somehow in the future. Cyberpunk style.
Cosplayer.
Yeah. As a Geralt cosplayer, chilling in the cut. So, to CD Projekt Red, that is a company I really hope will find some redemption and be brought back into a better, higher outlook, because they are a damn good developer. They're a good studio. It's just they got dealt a bad hand, and hopefully, they can they won't get the dead man's hand, and they'll get a full house of happiness. Poker reference and a TV show reference.
That's what we're hoping for.
All right. So speaking of, I don't even know how we segue into this, but let's go ahead and talk about some movies, or better yet, some stream and
happier stuff. Yay.
Happier stuff. And by happy, we mean the most anticipated, most asked for thing in all of the world. Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Yeah. It's Snyder time.
More JGs.
It's a myth.
Oh man, what if that thing comes out on HBO Max and it's just that ultimate cut that they put out that was like
3D version.
Yeah.
Same exact movie, except for some reason there's a cut of Jared Leto in there, just randomly out of nowhere, out of
that
place,
photo,
out of just a photo.
Added like Fight Club.
Well, and this is the crazy thing because they dropped a nice little teaser trailer that on Valentine's Day. Well, we're recording the Saturday before. They're gonna drop a full Snyder Cut trailer that's gonna give us all the Snyder love that we.
It's gonna give us the juicy deets.
Yeah, of what the cut is, his true vision of what the Justice League movie was supposed to be. Not the Whedon-esque flop of crap that came out. And Joss Whedon, boy, are you really paying the cost for that? But it's gonna be a 4.5 hour movie now.
Yes, was gonna be a mini series.
It was supposed to be a mini series. It was supposed to be cut into pieces.
Correct.
Help me out, and people that don't know, are they doing some reshoots and adding it, or there's all been cutting room stuff?
No, there's been reshoots as well as stuff that was on the cutting room floor that had to be
What about source materials? Are they taking from other movies? Because he said, is it Green Lantern in it?
From what I saw, supposedly there's some Green Lantern stuff. I don't know if it's Hal Jordan Green Lantern, but there is some Green Lantern things.
And
Darkseid makes his appearance.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf gets a redesign. There's a fairly cool, I guess, picture of Darkseid where he's I think it's Desaad on one side, and I swear that's got to be Granny Goodness. It looks like a woman with white hair, but then I was like, how dare you go that route with Granny Goodness when Ed Asner is still fucking alive and will probably do the role for you? And why I say that, because he was the voice of Granny Goodness in the Warner Brothers animated shows. And he was so good. I thought he was amazing as Granny Goodness. Now do this for Granny. You can get Ed Asner will wear a wig. He's a great actor. He's a great character actor. Go get him. But
totally forgot. Sidebar. I totally forgot he was the voice.
Yeah. Oh, that is one thing I never forget. Ed Asner voiced two of the greatest Warner Brothers animated show characters ever made, and that is Granny Goodness in the Justice League, Superman, and all of that.
Yeah, the Unlimited and all that stuff, and
Unlimited,
everything else. Yeah.
But he also voiced Cosgrove in Freakazoid, and you better damn well believe right. he is a godsend. He is a gift from heaven, and I'm giving him his flowers as we speak. Yes, he was the amazing Lou Grant and Mary Tyler Moore in the Lou Grant show, but he was Cosgrove, dude. Hey, Freakazoid, want to go to the Honey Festival? Game over for me. Ed Asner is a gift. So, also in this trailer, one of the big things about the trailer is it's in color. We get to see Wonder Woman in color and Superman in his black suit in color, shooting them eye beams, them laser eyes, the heat vision. Now, here's my thing. And color, yay. But God, man, why is it so dark? Why is it so muddy?
First off, this is the grim dark universe. You got to remember that.
You can be dark without being subterranean dark. Like, but even Stevie Wonder is yelling, "Bitch, I can't see this." And look, I'm gonna compare, and I know there'll be some fan people like, "You're such a Marvel fan." Bitch, yes. Because Marvel's been doing it correctly. You can be dark and colorful at the same time. Your villains can be seen. Thanos, yes, he is Grimace with muscles, but we can see Go back and watch.
But damn it, we can see those muscles.
Exactly. Go and look at even from his ridiculous reveal in the first Avengers movie, where he just looked really like Grimace, to his sitting on his throne in Guardians, and you can see a natural, beautiful progression to the badassery that is him in Infinity War and in Endgame. He is well lit. He is. I wanted a hug before he snapped me out of existence. I'd have taken a hug. I'd have been like, "It's okay, Thanos. You could take me out." He was so cool looking.
It's okay, Grimace.
Yeah, Grimace with a nutsack for a chin.
Send the Hamburglar and all them out.
Exactly.
Get the Infinity Stones.
But now, once again, this is trailer. It might be much better when I watch it on HBO Max. But looking at this picture of Darkseid, his eyes look great. His eyes look amazing. Like, I see the Omega beams are going to mess somebody up. But, like, I guess it's just the picture itself, the definition, his outfit. He really just looks like a guy that wears Affliction outfits than an actual intergalactic menace. He does not look menacing to me. And I remember I said it before, and I'm like, I am just not liking Darkseid's look. And somebody came out of left field. Well, that's just a young Darkseid. What Snyder's showing is a young Darkseid. And I'm like,
are you talking about the one with the spear?
Yeah, when he's banging it on the ground.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and they're like, no, that's young Darkseid. That's young Darkseid. That's not the Darkseid that's gonna go up against the Justice League. And I'm like, okay, so that's the Capri Sun sipping, Sunny D loving Darkseid. All right, fine. Well, what the hell is this Darkseid that I see in this picture with the side and Granny Goodness, who should be Ed Asner's Granny Goodness? Is that Apocalypse Baby, Muppet Baby Darkseid, or is that I'm a man Darkseid? What is that? What Darkseid is that? I can't tell because it's too goddamn dark.
Is he drinking the ecto cooler, or is he, sipping a beer? What's going on?
He's supposed to have armor on, right? You can't even tell. It looks like his skin.
It looks like his skin. And
man, he's got the Affliction vest.
Yeah. He's got the "Do you even live, bro" gauntlets on, armlets, bracelets on, and I mean, maybe, just maybe, it's going to work. Zack Snyder, for me, is not a he's not a director I wake up and say, oh my goodness, I gotta go see a movie he's done. Although I still enjoy Dawn of the Dead. He is the king of remakes. He can remake a movie. But original stuff, Sucker Punch, and if anybody want to come at me about Sucker Punch, when you get a chance to walk away from the hot topic, sure, come at me. But Sucker Punch was not a great movie. It was about strong women. Okay, whatever. No, it wasn't. But I'm gonna give it a shot. One, I don't have to go to the theater. Two, I don't have to pay because I get HBO Max because I have HBO. And three, I'm home. So I can maybe ingest it in pieces or marathon it and go for the full 4.5.
When these factors combine, I will watch this movie.
I will watch this shit. Because DC and Warner Brothers have yet to really drive home why Anthony, I'm Anthony, should take my money and go and say, to hell with Corona, I'm going to sit in the movie for this. And I know good and damn well they were not going to put this in theaters. And I think they may. We don't know yet. It's still streaming. They still pushing it as streaming. Um, but fellas, are you excited? And I hope I'm not deterring. If you are excited, don't be afraid. I won't tease you much. Uh, but no, are you excited? Like, are you ready to watch this? Are you like, yeah, let's get into it? This. I know this is gonna be better than what Whedon and Warner Brothers did because it's Zack's baby and he's taking care of it. What's your outlook to it?
For me, I'm curious because
Hmm.
can a director's cut turn a bad movie into a great movie?
Yeah.
Just from like the cutting room floor stuff. I
Hmm.
don't know if the reshoots are in time. I don't know if like Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot are back in costume doing reshoots or not.
Yeah, they were. They were. They came back. Ray Fisher,
Okay.
before it all blew up, he did some reshoots, and a lot of the stuff that he shot was already there, but they took it out when Whedon came in because Warner Brothers wanted more of a Avengers feel, which is why what we saw in the theaters was absolute crap.
So I guess I'm curious if you can add an hour of footage and turn, if by adding footage to a crappy movie, if you can make it a
Hmm.
good movie. Crappy
Yeah,
may be harsh, but I mean, it was an okay movie.
right.
But
Well,
can it totally turn around just by adding some footage and rearranging some stuff?
yeah. Well, I just want to see what he does with Cyborg because they kept saying Cyborg is the heart of that movie, of his cut. So and hey, I stand with Ray Fisher too. So I want to see how good they got it because
I think Cyborg wants to see what they do with Cyborg.
yeah,
that is true. I mean, in general, I've always thought he was a cool and interesting character and
Yeah.
everything.
right, right,
So
and
I am legit interested to see if they, if they actually, if they do what they say or not.
Yeah.
right,
Let's find out. But I don't
because
know, man.
I like the Steppenwolf redesign.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. Although he looks like the Destroyer from the Thor film. Yep, I said it.
Like,
but
is the storyline going to stay the same, or it's going to be like a totally different direction? Is what I'm
Yeah,
curious about.
yeah,
it's really hard to say with what they've thrown out right now. I mean, that's it's a good question. I mean, I'm sure we'll
mhm,
have a few things answered
right,
tomorrow.
Mhm.
yeah.
A few,
Because I heard
but
that we're gonna get, and I'm sorry to cut you off. There's a really nice little Dark Knight Returns Easter egg in there. The vehicle from the Dark Knight Returns, if you read the comic, the vehicle is in there in
nice.
Bruce's Hall of Misery, aka the Batcave.
His Hall of Shenanigans.
His yeah, his Hall of Shenanigans. Um, so yeah, I mean,
There's one thing I want from it. And I don't know if they have room for it.
uh
Just make the Joker Jason Todd. That would be amazing for me.
huh. It's not Jason. Well, oh yeah, you remember because they kept saying Jared Leto's Joker was actually Jason Todd.
And the armor says, look, with
Yeah,
the Robin armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. So who knows? I mean, and there's a photo of Jared Leto in his Snyder cut Joker look,
Mhm.
with his long hair. It looks like he's in a padded room. He's
yeah. I was
damaged.
about to say, looking better at least.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than what we saw in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I will say this though. You remember that game that came out but never came out, but it actually came out called Hatred?
Oh, where you just go around murdering people?
Yeah, it was just like a murder sim.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
overcoat, long hair.
Jeez.
He looks
Yeah.
like that. He literally looks like the lead character from Hatred. Because when I saw it, I was like, "Is that Hatred?" Because the game's actually for sale. I actually thought about buying it, but I'm not gonna buy that shit. Um, but I mean, he looks pretty cool. Like, I mean, he doesn't have the face tattoos. So, is this before? I mean, is this before Suicide Squad, or did he go to Doctor Miami and got face tattoo removal?
Look, he
Yeah.
decided that one day.
Not damaged.
Yeah, I gotta get a job at a Fortune 500 company. I don't know, but I think it looked cool. Now this is black and white. In black and white, it looks really menacing. He looks like a nice cross of Heath Ledger, Jared Leto, and then the Batman. You remember the show The Batman? Joker when the Joker had dreadlocks. And he was voiced by Kevin Michael Williamson, amazing voice actor, brother, Black History, Black All-Star. So I'm I'm like you guys, curious, interested. It's coming next month, on March 18th. It's gonna be streaming on HBO Max.
I'm definitely interested. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I don't know how I'm gonna. I really don't know how I feel about all of it, but time will tell, you know. But I'm gonna check it out. I mean,
I mean, I'm gonna give it love.
Look, Snyder had a whole lot of shit to deal with, you know, before all this went down, or when all this went down, you know, rather.
And I'm not watching it on a sympathy thing, like, oh man, you know, you had family issues and things like that. I'm actually watching it because, contrary to popular belief, I do love the characters.
Yeah.
I do love DC. It's just that DC has not translated well in film as a whole. One character has. One. And it's about a white billionaire who dresses up as a mouse, as a rat with wings.
With no superpowers.
But
whoa.
White privilege.
Superpower.
He makes it rain in the tech. So I'm hoping, you know, we know we're gonna get it dark and gritty. Do I need Marvel light comedy? No, I just need a good story and the characters portrayed well. And I'm sorry, the Justice League does not have a cool theme song like they do in the cartoons. You know, when you hear the Justice League, the original Justice League animated intro, or even Justice League Unlimited, when that guitar solo starts kicking ass, that riff goes.
You could even argue that the Super Friends had a better
dude.
The challenge of the Super Friends,
dude. Look, when I used to hear Ted Knight's voice, meanwhile, hey,
at the Hall of Justice.
That what we knew it was about to go down, right? With Zack Snyder's Justice League, look, Hans Zimmer, great composer, but
amazing.
John Williams.
Legendary, yeah.
When you hear Superman, Christopher Reeve's Superman, and you hear that buildup, John Williams' score kicks in the overdrive, you're like, yes, somebody's getting Superman punched.
The Man of Steel be a coming.
Exactly. If my friend Dave Pierce was here, he would do other group's version and it would end with "You're dead." But it's messed up. But even when you heard Danny Elfman's Batman theme, and you're like, all right, we're gonna get Batman. Even with the Batman animated series, or even with the Superman animated series that used to be on Kids WB, you know, you were like, oh. But Justice League, when that Cartoon Network theme song came on, the slow one that built up, and you see the seven walking, and you're like, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
You're like, damn,
it's on. That's a squad. You know, that's squad goals. When you hear Justice League Unlimited and that guitar kicks in, and I'm like, and you see the whole league with the core seven and the posse. You don't,
and that end where they just flying by.
Oh yeah. Even in the series finale, when they're walking away from the Hall of Justice and you see Superman and Batman and everybody's just flying off to different places, you're like, this is heroic. This is monumental. When I watch Justice League from DC and Warner Brothers films, I'm just like, this is mediocre BS and you can't even sell toys. But Snyder has to come with it. I mean, I understand the Hallelujah song in the trailer and all of that. No, bro.
But
Junkie XL soundtrack has got to go.
But you got the coolest song from Wonder Woman. Come on.
Don't make me reach. Don't make me. No. That no. No. You know what? This is how much I hate that song. I would rather listen to Beyonce 24/7 than listen to anything that came from this DCEU soundtrack. Anything. I can't stand that music. It doesn't make me feel like things are about to go down. I don't feel the heroicism. I don't feel shit. I feel I want to just look. Junkie XL, great. You're hitting the fire in the
cool, man.
Hans Zimmer, great. You're composing, but it did not work. Now, Man of Steel soundtrack, I thought was awesome. I thought
I'll give you that.
On the solo, that was some good music. But it can't hold of the Avengers nut hairs. It just can't. When you hear the Avengers, bum 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 bum, and it's a build up. It's a bit, and I wish I could play it and not get sued. But when you hear that bum 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 bum, I'm like, kiss my ass.
Shit. Even the X-Men song, man.
Give me the
the cartoon one? Oh yeah. That's how we roll.
Kick ass.
That's when the shit was going down.
You knew it was happening because you saw Wolverine and the claws and the electricity, and Storm was like, win! And
bow down to a true Mona.
Yeah. Gambit with his whack ass Cajun accent. You knew like hypeness was coming. You knew the hype was real. I watched Justice League and I hear and I'm like, no. And here's why I say this. When I watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and I hear that theme song, bum, 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 boom, 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 and it's so 80s, it's so 70s, porny. You knew the guy who composed it had a porn stash. You're like, yeah, I want to swing through the town and hang out with Firestar and Iceman. Thwip. I hear Justice League and I'm like, where's the kryptonite bullets? Shoot all these motherfuckers. I hate them. Get it out of my life. The music is horrible. It doesn't work. Hell, even hearing Hero from Spider-Man, the movie with Tobey Maguire, is doper than hearing stuff from the Justice League movies. Exactly. Not stand here and wait. And I'm like, I want a Hero too. I listen to Justice League and I'm like,
Maguire.
Yeah, Matt, hardcore Tony, hardcore Toby, badass Toby. But
just call me Angel.
I just wish, like, when I sit there, hell, even Deadpool, dude, DMX. X gonna give it to you, which would work in an X-Men movie, but you never thought would work in a Deadpool movie. Works. What Hans Zimmer did just didn't work, and I don't feel like the goosebumps don't happen, the excitement doesn't happen, and I'm just sitting there going, wow, the effects are really cool. All right, black man in a tuna can, and I'm talking about Cyborg. That was the harshest thing I had ever said when I saw the first trailer. And I went, black man in a tuna can, Cyborg. But I'm gonna give it a shot, and maybe, just maybe, my feelings are going to be beaten down to a bloody pulp, and I might come back in the next Geek Table Talk like, y'all, I have eaten a whole plate of crow. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Wow, I'm glad that the Snyderettes yelled for a Snyder Cut. Thank y'all for doing it. I have faith in DC and Warner Brothers. Or I could just be like, I watched it, but Falcon and Winter Soldier came out and that was 10 times better. Because here's the thing. Justice League comes out March 18th. On the 19th, Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, yeah, Warner Brothers knew damn good and well. I don't care about it. I don't care how much you say Snyder
Look at the
this,
time.
Snyder that.
Son of a biscuit. We better get this out a day early.
Oh, man. They knew. So, and they probably didn't. They were just like, oh, yeah, March 18th is great. All right. So that is our little talk about the Snyder Cut. I'm gonna send a plea out to anyone watching. Well, not really a plea, a little call to action. Let us know how you feel about Geek Table Talk right now. The conversations we're having. Do you agree with my Snyder Cut bashing, or just DC in general bashing, entertainment wise, movie wise? Everything else they do pretty damn well. Or do you agree with everybody? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Put it in the comments, man. Let's get into the conversation. We would love to hear from you, because you write in the comments. Guess what? I'm gonna read them in the next episode. I will read them in the next episode. I promise you, I will. If you make comments, I will read them.
It's the next episode.
I will. So on to I think what I have next is Geek Watch 2021. Yeah, Geek Watch. No graphic. Geek Watch 2021. What are some things we're most excited for to see, or hopefully see, in the year of our Lord 2021? What will the gods of geekdom in gaming, movies, comics, what will they bless upon us in this Panasonic that we live in? So I'm gonna start off. Let's start off with Chris. Chris, what are you hoping to see 2021 give us?
Well, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but Starfield.
Okay.
Where's it at? Give me my Starfield.
You hear that, Todd Howard? You hear that, Bethesda? Yeah. Where's that Starfield, fool?
Or like we might start to see the Microsoft exclusives start to kind of trickle in all their studios. Just give me information on Fable, State of Decay 3. I mean, all those games but mainly a playable game. I want Starfield.
Same here. I would like to see that. That's it. Come on. You got to you got to.
That's pretty much it. I mean, everything else, I don't know what's going to happen this year. I mean, the pandemic's still around, so I don't know if anything's going to be delayed or anything.
You're right. It's hard to say with a lot of the media right now, as far as movies, books, everything, what's going to happen, since we unfortunately have, all the craziness still,
Okay. Well, David?
Yeah,
I'm gonna just throw you under the bus there, buddy.
No. So, I mean, 21, right? Let's see. Oh, as far as movies go, I'm like, man, I don't know, because everything just keeps getting proof. The Widow, who God knows when that's coming out. The rest of the cinematic
something
universe,
force pushed. Look at Black Widow.
Yeah, like, dude, that's getting force pushed into God knows when now, because if I am reading correctly, they are still pushing for a non-D+ release. They are wanting theaters. They are wanting to go that route still. And
right now, I think it's still in May.
I mean, that's cool. I respect it, whatever. But look, man, I don't know. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna go in a big room full of
I mean, even double masked and vaccinated. I might.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I just really hope they get on. They decide something with that. They get it out there. I am thankful for, though, because even though everything got kind of shuffled around, delayed, thankful we got the WandaVision. Thankful we got the Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier coming. Which we'll discuss all that, but I'm happy about that finally, getting dropped and all.
Thank goodness,
I'm very glad. It's fun, and then it's like other movies. It's like I just don't know, because like it's hard to say. Like anything I've heard of or even heard wind of, it's all getting pushed back, and which, I mean, I understand. It's hard to say. Now, as far as games go, there's I'm not like Chris. I'm not holding out hope for this. Look, Starfield, whatever, that's coming out in like 20. What are we at right now? Let's see. Yeah, it's coming out, 2040, something
when
like
Dr.
that.
Dre drops Detox,
Yeah,
Starfield will be accompanying it.
No, it's coming out 22, another epic release date, kind of like they did with Skyrim, the 11/11/11. But no, I mean, there's a bunch of cool stuff coming out soon that I'm getting interested in, whatever.
Yeah.
I got just even though beating the heck out of Mario 3D World, boom, got that in the Bowser's Fury. We're going.
I see Mario turn Super Saiyan.
Oh. Dude, then we got coming up Persona Strikers and everything. I'm down with that, And then surprise, whole Kingdom Hearts series getting released on PC.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, and I'm that guy, the PC guy, So and then look, we got BlizzCon coming up next week, so maybe a few ins
Diablo
and odds and something coming out of that. Yeah, maybe.
It's not normally in March, is it? I mean, in February.
Well, it's
I always thought it was around August time.
Yeah,
you know how this year is, though. They're like, we're doing complete virtual, complete, online everything, and we'll throw out some deets for some of our stuff. So we'll see.
Diablo Immortal.
Well, yeah, fingers crossed for all of that. I mean, at the end of the day, like we said before, we are stuck in a pandemic. Things haven't changed as much.
Last note, maybe old dumbass R.R. Martin there throws out his book finally. Maybe.
That's that boy. You might as well just go ahead and write fan fiction. Just create your own. Just create your own, because I don't know. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
Another thing like Dr. Dre's Detox and yeah, that's about it. I think that's the only thing I can compare it to.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I'll say this. For me, what I'm really excited for, I know it's kind of corny. Well, maybe not. I really want to see Halo Infinite, and Halo Infinite look glorious, like truly glorious. We know it's going to be probably September or November. It's going to drop then.
I actually did forget about that just because it got pushed back, and I was like, oh, wait. I forgot. They did say, like you were just saying, probably.
They did say they can play from start to finish right now.
Yeah. So it might be, like the polishing, the, ray tracing, things of that nature. Hopefully everything comes together, because Microsoft needs a win. They really do need a win. Game wise,
correct.
Console wise, Game Pass is doing great things. Nothing's gonna defeat it as of now. But I was on Twitter and somebody said, look, Microsoft hasn't had a really big win when it comes to gaming since 2006. And anybody knows what game that was, right? Gears of War. That's the last big IP that was successful for them.
That really is.
So I would love to see, with their event that's coming up this month, I really want to see Perfect Dark. I would love to see some gameplay.
I forgot that. Man, that's another one. I forgot about too.
It's supposed to be third person, so I want to see how Joanna Dark looks and moves. The trailer they did looked really promising at the Game Awards. So, for me, I really want to see that. What else is there? One game I am chomping at the bit for is Axiom Verge 2. I'm sorry, because I love the original Axiom Verge. Is cool. And Tom Happ, that dude did that game by himself. Just like there are a bunch of indie games that are like that. So I really want to see him win big, because now it won't be just a PlayStation game. It'll also be, I think it's actually going to be right now being pushed for the Switch, which I think is pretty dope, because that's like a going home kind of thing, because Axiom Verge is really a an homage to Metroid, the original Metroid. So, and if anybody knows me, I am a Metroid fanatic, as you can see here. I got some Samus in my Metroid. David has it as well. Chris, as for Chris, well,
yes, Dark Samus.
Fuck Metroid. No.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Hey, screw Skyrim, buddy.
Oh,
no. Also,
go play your Skyrim on your TI-80 calculator.
What I want to see is the return of Mass Effect. I'm kind of excited for because
the Legendary Edition.
The Legendary Edition is coming, as well as BioWare is saying they're going back to the drawing board, and Mass Effect is
No more butts.
No more butts. Sorry, you can't see any more Shep booty. I'm kind of hurting, saddened by that. It was the most firm butt next to Captain America's, because that's America's ass. So there's some things I definitely am excited for, gaming wise, television wise. Disney's run. I can't wait to see Loki. Can't wait to see What If. What If I'm finally getting to respect the animation more. I'm spoiled by Warner Brothers. Hey, Warner Brothers, that's one good thing you could put on your list. I can't wait to see that. And really that's about it, because we already know the Disney stuff, the Marvel stuff is coming. The Star Wars stuff, everything is promised, but there hasn't been much shooting.
Yeah, I know that is all kind of, it's there, but there's no firm releases on anything, which I understand,
Right, because like Kevin Feige is like, I'm not paying that. Here it is. Here's the T. Bam. This date. You getting them, and I think what's going to be really awesome is with Disney Plus, I think 2021 is going to be the year of Marvel television, because WandaVision started January. I think each show, from the way they were talking about it, almost, there's only going to be a week or two break between them, and then another show starts.
Mm-hmm.
So WandaVision ends, and I think that might be a week or 2 weeks, and then March 19th we got Falcon Winter Soldier, and then a week or 2 weeks, and then we got boom, we have the Loki series. So I'm really, really excited for that. And for comic books, it's not much, but there's a few. The new Black Panther I definitely want to check out. Ta-Nehisi Coates, his run is ending, so I want to see where they go from there. The Incredible Hulk, damn Immortal Hulk, y'all. If y'all are not reading that series, man, something is wrong with y'all. That's something I would love to see transferred to either film or television, but they would have to put it on Hulu. The Immortal Hulk would not make it on Disney Plus. It would not make it. So that would be a Hulu original, because it's pretty gruesome. So those are some of the things I'm really excited for and hoping to see. I'm hoping to see more big announcements from Sony, because it's not many big ones coming for the PS5 other than Ratchet and Clank is coming out this year for the PS5. There's no talk of, there is talk of Horizon. We are getting Horizon. The Forbidden Wilds. I think that's coming.
I would say, is that a this year, or is that?
I think it's a 2021. Because
Zero Dawn's an awesome game.
We have the true sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, but I think it's cross gen. So you're gonna have the PS4 version and the PS5, even though Sony said the PS4 is no longer, they said goodbye to it.
It's the
so
slowly going the way of the buffalo.
And fingers crossed, Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm throwing it out there. Let's see if that would happen.
Let's throwing Hail Marys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Doug Flutie in this damn thing. It's going in the air, buddy.
Well, shit. Give me Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what? Hey, Nintendo.
Give me Avowed.
Where's Metro Prime 4?
Right.
Where's that? Where, like, in all honesty,
I know they kind of went back. This was what, last year? They kind of went back to drawing board and all kinds of stuff.
They say they scrapped a lot.
And then you got that they're pretty silent on. They're pretty silent with Platinum right now with Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
So we're kind of.
There hasn't been has there been any directs lately? I haven't seen a direct for February yet. Well, February just started.
I don't know if there's anything planned at the moment.
Yeah,
so it's hard to say.
But what about the Switch Plus? Is that still a thing?
They just released the all red Mario Anniversary Edition.
I guess you could say the Switch is in its mid-life cycle. I guess you could
kind of, yeah, because it came out in 2017.
Yeah,
I didn't get one until 2018, 2019. So yeah, it's coming up to its 5-year run. I mean, I think March April will be its 5th year in circulation. So it's about time Nintendo starts talking about a new system, and where is it gonna go? Because I love my Switch. I'm not gonna lie. I started playing games on it again, and I'm really enjoying it.
I'd say console wise, it's still currently my favorite console.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to you, PS5, you're awesome. Trust me. But
you're not showing your awesomeness yet.
Yeah, and I mean, look, sorry, PS5. My computer can do the same thing.
Yeah. And for me, I'm not a big PC gamer. Don't hate me. I just haven't said, well, I'm gonna put the money together to pay $700, $800, $900 for one piece yet. But when that time comes, best damn well believe I'll be in it 100%. So
David's got a Steam sale going on right now,
huh? Well, of course they do, man. Look, like any kind of holiday, whatever, they're throwing a sale. Look, it's the Lunar New Year, man.
I've just been here all about the Steam sale this week.
Right. So I'm looking for some, hopefully, we still in the pandemic, but I'm hoping, we get some sunshine that shines bright, and we have some really cool stuff coming for 2021. I mean, Resident Evil 8 demos out.
Let's just say 8's still on the docket for this year and everything.
Yeah. And it's next month, isn't it? Or in May? I think it's May.
I think May.
Yeah. I think it's coming out.
Could be wrong.
I think it's a summer game.
I'm kind of cheating and kind of looking through a list of stuff.
Nope, that's why we have Google, kids.
So I've been saying this for a while. Like, here's a shout out to Microsoft, man. xCloud would be perfect for demos. It would make demos relevant again.
Yes. Why not?
Demos would be awesome with xCloud.
You could sit there at your job on your phone like, oh, look, the new RE demo's out.
Let me try it. Play 15 minutes. Oh, heck, cool.
Yeah. Lose your virginity to that big 9-foot vampire chick. Who knows? But
I think that's demos and you do what you got to do. Are a match made in heaven.
Exactly. And that was always one thing I was so sad, like when the 360 was out, there was some demos. Hell, even with the PlayStation 5, when you got the PlayStation magazine and the disc came, the demo disc.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But then they said, well, we stopped doing demos because it took time out from the actual development of the game. And a lot of games actually suffered because some of your games were crap. And you put the demo out and people just didn't buy it because it was crap. Sorry, you can't always get what you want. So yeah, hopefully with xCloud, I think xCloud's gonna be like this really big. It's gonna be an archetype, a blueprint for cloud gaming altogether.
When they put the apps on smart TVs, that's when it's gonna take off. Because all you need is a Bluetooth controller and an app on your TV.
Game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right. Well, from stuff that we're excited for and hope to see to things that we're excited for that we are seeing, it is time for our Merry Marvel TV Talk. Yes, or the Mighty Marvel TV talk. I had it as Mighty, but I like Mary. You know, it's merry, it's fun, it's joyous. So we are definitely talking Avanda Vision. I have my Marvel Babies t-shirt here with T-Tiny Vision and T-Tiny Marvel, T-Tiny Wanda. Yeah, you know, they'll save the world for you. So WandaVision, we are 6 episodes in, and hot damn, as I said before, thank you, Marvel Studios, for making this the intro to Phase 4. Oh, wow. This is some Adult Swim television. This is weird. So everybody's caught up. Everybody's watched all 6. Chris, you've watched all 6?
Yeah, we've been there, you know.
It's some good television watching.
Well, let's just say it's getting crazy.
I think it's gotten there.
Well,
and now it's just
a few cameos.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's gotten there. It started crazy, but you know, things are getting crazier.
Yeah. And well, if you haven't watched WandaVision, I'm giving you warning right now. We're probably going to say some spoilers because, well, it is what it is. If you don't know what WandaVision is, it's a show that takes place 3 weeks after the events of Endgame, where we see Wanda and Vision driving into this beautiful little suburban life of the 1950s, and then it becomes beautiful suburban life of the 1960s, 70s. But it's all about Wanda going through her pain and her trauma, but through the lens of classic television. So we have the I Love Lucy tropes, the Bewitched tropes, the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family tropes, the family ties. I think the 80s episode, episode 6 intro for me is the dopest intro. You know, because I love the Bewitched intro. I love the Brady Bunch / Partridge Family / Mary Tyler Moore intro of episode 3. But episode 6's intro was dope as hell. Although episode 5's intro was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Baby Vision.
I say that was
here.
Yeah.
Here. Baby Vision. You know, the baby pictures of Vision, that was the omen. That was the child of Satan. But I seriously think Marvel does have a hit. People are still complaining about the weekly episodic, and they want to binge. And to me, I say that's not working. That's no longer an issue for me, because you get to talk. You know, when I get on Twitter and all I do is hashtag WandaVision, boom, everybody's talking about that single episode. The water cooler is back. You know, and I thought that was a great move for Marvel and Disney to do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It builds up anticipation for the next one. Yeah, look, I already said it to you guys. Like, oh man, I'm ready for next Friday. Like I gotta, you know what's going on. Like, I gotta see the next part.
And for me, the last 2 Fridays, I have been up at 2-3 in the morning. For some odd reason, my eyes open up and I'm like, oh, I'm not going back to sleep. And then I go, it's Friday, WandaVision. Click.
I'm not going back to sleep because
So I really love it. The commercials, you know, everybody said, nah, it has to do with the Infinity Stones. So yes.
Yeah.
And I think episode 6, I personally think that commercial is the Soul Stone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, geez, that one.
Yeah, that was dark.
The kid rotten.
Yeah, that was.
Well, the one with the 2 red splatters. I mean, that was a straight up power, right?
No, that was reality.
Reality.
But that one was petty and very disrespectful.
Yeah.
because
like
you know, like yeah, that was a disrespectful ass commercial. But I watch it, and I watched it maybe 3 or 4 times because I was like, oh, the people of Lagos.
So what's left? Mine?
Mine was the toaster. Was the first commercial.
You think?
Yeah, because the shape, the emblems were the shape of the Mind Stone. And then 2 was the Strucker. Well, the second commercial was a Strucker, which was the time, was the time stone. The third one was Hydro Soap, was the Tesseract, which was space. The fourth was Lagos. Goddamn. Reality. The that poor kid.
Yeah, that kid, man, like that shark and the kid was like, whoa, man, like,
you know. And when I saw the commercial, I was thinking about, oh man, I remember the Golden commercials and the
like, man, I'm so hungry.
I think a lot of people thought the first one was the Power Stone.
Yeah, I kind of thought that, but then I was like, I think it's mine, but I could be wrong. But we have 3 episodes left, and I don't think 8 and 9 are gonna have commercials.
Right.
I think 8 and 9 is gonna be like, all right. Like, I think you even said it. Let's go straight into Marvel action.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, episode 7, because episode 6 merged the 90s and early 2000s television into one. So I think episode 7 is gonna be the Modern Family episode, where it's Wanda talking to the audience. You know, kind of like having those what you call them, confessional moments.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get that final commercial, and that's gonna be the Power. Either if you're saying the first commercial was the Power Stone, then that one's gonna be the Mine, or you know, vice versa. So yeah, claymated kids who desiccate and die, and I'm just like,
whoa, man.
But it's also supposed to represent Pietro and Wanda being stuck in their home, and having not eaten in 7 to 10 days because they were afraid to move because they felt that bomb was going to blow up. You know, so the kid just like constantly trying to open the Yo Magic yogurt, and they were saying, Yo Magic, it's about survival. It's like
people are trying to figure out was it mission Cataract, Project Cataract?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Cataracts mess with your vision, so it's kind
of like and how nasty was Vision breaking, like pieces of them just ripping off. You know,
they're just sitting there watching the man just be torn apart.
I have a question. So when she expanded the town or the bubble, and people got, do you think it gave people power? Because it went over, what's her name?
Darcy. Yeah, Darcy's caught in it. I just love how she was just like, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh mother.
Yeah, she did the Darcyest Darcy thing I've ever seen. You know, like she went out as Darcy. Could it be? Maybe. I'm kind of glad. I'm actually glad that Evan Peters Pietro wasn't Pietro from the Fox movies.
Right.
And that they did do the trope of recasting. You know, if you don't know about recasting, the most popular recasting is Darren from Bewitched. Technical difficulties, we are back. So I forgot my train of thought. But anyway, I'm kind of glad they did not go and say that this is the multiverse, right?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm guessing they're giving the multiverse 100% to Doctor Strange. And maybe in the season finale, we'll see multiverse.
The Luke Skywalker moment.
Yeah, the Luke, which I think Strange is the Luke Skywalker moment. I think Doctor Strange is the big cameo.
That's what I say. I'm still curious as to where Monica and them are going, you know?
Yeah, well, okay, here's my thing on that.
Old Jimmy.
a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's an introduction to Reed Richards." Reed Richards is our astrophysics physics friend. I don't think so. I don't think Marvel is gonna introduce that big of a character on a show. I think they're gonna give the Fantastic Four a big cameo in a movie that leads to their movie.
Yeah.
But I do think that the engineer friend is a Skrull. And I think it's one of the Skrulls from the Captain Marvel movie.
You could be right with that
That's,
too. So,
yeah, that survived. I don't think all of them left with Nick Fury on the that they're stationed on the Peak, the ship that he's on. I seriously think, because remember, WandaVision takes place 3 weeks after Endgame. Far From Home takes place after WandaVision.
True.
So I think Talos and his wife are on Earth, and they have a few Skrull comrades with them. And I think it's I don't remember if he got killed by oh boy, by Volrog in Captain Marvel, sorry. But you remember the three, I think there were four Skrulls that was at Maria's house.
Yeah.
With Talos, his wife, his daughter, but there were three other Skrulls. I think one of them is Maria's friend. I can be wrong because that's just me.
It's so hard to say because I mean, yeah, we know like the connection with her, Captain Marvel, everything,
right?
So
which I think there's some beef between her and Carol. Because when I think it wasn't Hayward when Agent Wu brought up Ms. Marvel.
Yeah,
she was snappy about it. We ain't talking about her, and it was like, ooh, damn. Because I love how they said, yeah, well, Wanda could have taken out Thanos all by herself. And they were like, yeah, but Captain Marvel came close and this, that, and the other. And she's like, well, we're not talking about her. And you could see in her face, she's like, I can't stand that bitch. So
yeah.
I'm wondering I kind of think it's, you weren't there when my mom died. I got blipped. You didn't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what brought that dynamic in. And then some people are speculating, and I'm kind of in that vein too, that Maria might have gotten cancer by hanging out with Carol, but I don't think that's what it was. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think Maria got got a cancer that stayed with her for 10. Let's see, it happened in 97. So in 2023, she died 2 years after, whatever. So in 2021, here comes the cancer, or the cancer's been with her that long, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So there's so many layers. Like Marvel's got us to the point where every show or everything they create, we are hunting for Easter eggs and pieces that'll get us to the next movie. So that's my take on it.
And back to Pietro and everything. It's like this episode too. Like we had Monica talk about Pietro being killed and everything when she was stuck in there, but this one, he was alluding to all kinds of stuff, and then you also actually had at the beginning flashback to Ultron and everything.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, hey,
yeah, because you remember they put it in the intro, which was messed up.
So it's like, whoa, okay, like, yeah.
Yeah, and what I love is like while he's talking to you, he's like, yeah, so 1 minute I get shot in the street, like a chump. And then all of a sudden I hear your voice, so I came. I'm hearing your voice, and you needed me, so I came. And I love that he kept breaking the fourth wall and like just breaking out of character and just saying, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing it?
He kept doing it. And that's what I was like, whoa, wait a minute. It's like
I love how you say, And what happened to your accent? Well, what happened to your accent?
Yeah.
You know, it was like, oh man, like he just kept hitting her with, everything you're trying to make sense of.
Yeah.
It's not making sense, And the kids, Billy and Tommy, Wiccan and Speed, who are in the comic books, their powers manifest, Speed, Tommy, zipping around. That was funny though. When Pietro took them in, they were just doing all the Halloween shenanigans.
What? There's some shenanigans happening here? Oh, some this, not some silly string everywhere. What's going on?
All the pumpkins are broken, and you see them. Yeah. So it's a lot going on, but what I'm liking is if they did it in a movie, we would miss so much of it.
Yeah.
But now that that they have it in a show, you could take your time with it, watch it, enjoy that episode for what it is, and then start linking it to the other shows, and then going back and linking it to the first 3 phases of Marvel and just all kinds of stuff. Because it got me watching Ultron again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, I kind of like, I was kind of the same boat. It's like, man, I feel like I got to go revisit Ultron.
Yeah,
I
actually sat and rewatched it, and it's not bad. It's not a bad movie.
No.
Thor: The Dark World is still Marvel's.
Iron Man 2 as well.
Iron Man 2. Yeah, but I think Dark World is still that movie.
The worst.
Well,
yeah.
At least Thor got redemption in the next movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
there you go. And Iron Man did live to go for 3 films. Pretty much the main Avengers got their 3 films, except the Hulk, because Universal doesn't like making money.
Yeah, with all of their shit.
Yeah. So they all got their storyline done. And now it's time for the other characters to get theirs, And speaking of other characters, before we leave WandaVision, what are you expecting in episode 7? What do you think is going to happen?
That is a darn good question.
Because we know mutants don't exist yet.
Yes.
Although we might have a mutant. We don't know.
And then with everything expanding further, it's...
Yeah.
And we still don't know, like you said, we still don't know who they're going after.
Right.
Monica and Jimmy and everything.
I think Haywood's going to come out as the villain.
He's shiesty as hell too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if he's Ralph?
It could. Who knows? I do know that they were saying like Haywood is Hydra, because if you go in his name, you could spell Hydra from Hayward. I don't think he's Mephisto. That's too big of a villain, once again, to introduce in a television show. It's too big. You can plant seeds, but no, I don't think he's gonna get that introduction in there. I think he's just a shady ass sword agent or
let's just say he's kind of a douche.
Terrorist. But he could be.
You don't think he's pulling the strings?
I think in some ways he is. But what he's showing right now is kill Wanda, get Vision back. That's all he cares about. Correct. He doesn't care about the citizens of Westview. That's not even
rebuild Ultron.
Yeah, his ultimate goal is get
not Ultron. I think he wants a weapon he can control. Because if you look at what sword means now, weapon.
True.
I want my weapon back. And the fact that Vision had a living will. Excuse me. If anything happened to him, don't bring him back. Do not resuscitate. He had a DNR, because he knew if he was brought back, he would not have his own sentience. He wouldn't have his own thoughts. He would not be an individual. He would be a weapon. Hayward sees weapon. Hayward does not see Vision. Because look at him when he was watching Vision getting torn to shreds.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't like, oh man, we need to help him. It was Darcy that yelled, help him.
Oh dang, he's just like, no,
stay back. No, because he knew Vision out of the hex is back to what he wanted. Parts.
Correct.
Parts for a weapon. So, Yeah, he's a D-bag. He's a terrorist. He's a douche. But I don't think I personally don't think there's any supernatural or superpower thing, because he's trying to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Like he wants to be the Nick Fury of Sword, where how Nick in Ultron and was saying, I used to have eyes and ears everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Hayward wants to be. He wants to be the new Nick Fury. So
he's like a striker.
Yeah, somewhat like Stryker. Yeah, if you don't know who Stryker is, go see X2 or Wolverine Origins. Dear God, watch that. He wants to be the man who knows all. He wants to be the Watcher. But unlike the Watcher who doesn't interfere, he's going to interfere in everything just to make sure he is, the spy supreme or the granddaddy of it all.
To make sure the narrative fits what he wants,
Right. Just like every time he would talk about Wanda, they were talking about Wanda and he's like, she doesn't have any nickname, no superhero moniker. Like he really wanted someone to say, yeah, she's known as a Scarlet Witch. Well, look at the name Witch. That's evil.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to name her. He didn't even want to call her Wanda. If he could, he would call her terrorist.
Magic Red Hands. More like terrorist.
Magic Red Hands terrorist.
Red, that's the commie color.
Exactly. He's a very dangerous patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll probably see in Falcon and the Winter Soldier with U.S. Agent.
I'll say speaking of Patriots.
So yeah, if you're watching this and you're not watching WandaVision, please, man, if you have Disney Plus or if you have ways of getting it, check out WandaVision, man. Like Marvel now has made me a believer that they really are taking care of their properties correctly. I think DC right now, their television shows, not too much of the CW stuff, but the stuff on HBO Max that was on DC Universe. Wrong sign. You can't do the okay sign. Thumbs up. Really well done. Marvel is proven, yeah, we can do some well done stuff, and Marvel's got the budget.
Mm-hmm.
So give WandaVision a chance. Give it a watch. I think you'll be pleasantly pleased.
Let me open up my wallet.
Look at this. I got $52 million. What can I do? Television show. And these are one-offs. So they're not, this is the first season. No, these are one-offs.
Correct.
So once you have it, that's all you have. Move on to the next thing because it's always going to lead to the movies. So they're doing that. And speaking of, we're going to go and become patriots and talk about the red, white, and blue and black and vibranium arm of Falcon.
And shield, man.
And shield. And not, Nick Fury's shield, but good old Cap America's shield, which is now being held by a black man, Black History Month. Better known as Sam Wilson, better known as the Falcon, and his best bud, aka Cyborg Arm here, Winter Soldier, in their new show, which dropped a brand new trailer, which was, to me, thought was a damn good trailer.
Oh yeah,
very movie-like quality type trailer. We about to get some good old Winter Soldier action.
Old Sam and Bucky's back and forth, man.
Yes.
Like,
this is some Lethal Weapon stuff.
Yeah.
This is buddy cop. This is gonna be some good stuff. But this time, I think Falcon is the Riggs and Bucky is Murtaugh. Bucky is way too old for this shit.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, Bucky way too old for this shit. And I can't. I just can't play with this.
So what's the plan? And he just falls. He's like, I hate you. I hate him.
Son of a beer.
and what I'm loving, yes, it is after Endgame, but it feels like it takes place right after Civil War.
Yeah.
It has that Captain America Civil War feel. Sharon Carter's back.
The Zemo.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do the chemical spill on him, because the mask is stuck to his face due to a chemical accident. He didn't put Gorilla Glue. It was some chemicals that messed him
luckily
up.
he wasn't that guy. But
Well,
Yeah, or that
who gets him
gal.
out of jail too? He's in prison right now.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I think he's a lucky participant or a lucky winner of the blip or the snap.
Chaos.
He got free from the chaos. I seriously think that's how he got free. That's just me. I could be wrong. I think there'll be some backstory in the show on how he got out. Because the scene they show in the trailer, he's back in, it looks like Sokovia. Because that's the Sokovian bird or eagle or falcon or vulture. I don't know what they have in Eastern Europe. But he's out, and his quest to get rid of all superheroes is still going strong.
I'm back at business, baby.
Oh, yeah. And he said superheroes should never exist. So I know the Flag Smashers are in there, and that's just calling to I think a Cap villain, the Flag Smasher, who was in Marvel Comics, and his thing was he hated countries, period. Democracy is everything. They all must fall, and no one should be living under a flag. Different flags. It should be, almost like a one world order kind of thing, but with no kings, queens, presidents, things like that. So in this series, it looks like Flag Smasher is a group, almost like Antifa, but more organized and actually have weapons. So it's looking to be very
hints of possible U.S. agent and stuff too.
Well, U.S. agent is John Walker.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah, it's John Walker, who's played by Wyatt Russell. Anybody knows who Wyatt's dad is? Listen to the last name, Russell. His dad was in Marvel. Was a living planet, Chris. Guardians 2. Thank you. He is the son.
I wasn't gonna say it, man, but
he was the son of Kurt. He was.
Yeah.
He is the son of Kurt Russell, which I believe makes him the first father and son of the MCU. We've had brothers, but one brother was a director, the other brother is an actor, which is James and Sean Gunn.
Right.
So kudos to that. So Wyatt Russell is playing John Walker, aka U.S. agent, who is aka the dig bag Captain America.
Yeah,
who is not always, who ain't about truth and justice in the American way. He'll kill you. Where Cap is like, I'll beat you down and take you in. John Walker will just shoot you.
I'll beat you up, I'll give you a glimpse of America's ass. And, but
or America's boot crushing your neck. And I think there's gonna be hints of race politics, especially with Falcon being the chosen one,
being the man with the shield. Yeah,
the man with the shield, because Cap gave him the shield. Bucky basically approved and blessed it.
Yeah,
because some people were like, no, that's crap. It should have been Bucky because Bucky got it after. And it's like, guys, it's okay for a black guy to hold the shield. It's okay. The medal is from Africa.
I say, like, Sam, at least in the movies and everything, Sam and the Cap, man, they had a really good dynamic.
Yeah.
They were getting pretty tight and everything,
Right. And Bucky and Steve, childhood buds to adulthood to, well, I saw you fall off a train.
Yeah.
Yeeks. And he comes back as a villain, and Cap does some questionable stuff to save his friend. But at the end of the day, Cap knew Bucky wasn't ready for that responsibility.
Correct. He had a lot of stuff to go through,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a reason why. I mean, the man was in Wakanda, like kind of almost like isolated out there.
Right. and people still see him as the Winter Soldier.
That too, yeah.
So no, and what he saw in Sam is what he pretty much figured. No, this is America. Not even if you take the skin color away, Sam being the soldier and not like even when the war was over, Sam was still a hero because he became he had the therapy sessions with other soldiers who been through conflict, who've been through war. Like Sam really cares.
Yeah.
He cares, and he's going to do what needs to be done to save everybody. It may, that's what I think. So yeah, it was a great choice to choose Falcon, but
yeah, but there is a third option I've been hearing rumors about.
Who's that?
Isaiah Bradley.
Okay, now that's where things are going to get kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now let me see if I remember. Is it Isaiah Bradley? There's a comic series that came out called Red, White, and Truth, which was done by. I have the book. Man, I should have. Damn, if we were going to talk about, I should have just. This is the book.
I got it.
Now, the thing with Isaiah Bradley is, and this is where I say you're going to get the Comics Gate people acting silly and, oh, why did they have to bring race into it? Why did it? And it's like, I'm going to say it, eat a dick and shut up. The thing with Isaiah Bradley is if you bring that in, now you're going to introduce the MCU's Tuskegee experiment, where now some people are saying, wait a minute, I thought Captain America already existed when Red, White, and Truth, Red, White, and Truth came out, and I think that's how it goes. But if Kevin Feige and the writers decide, nah, we're gonna have some fun with this, now this is gonna piss some people off because the United States government starts Projekt Rebirth, and that's where you get the weapons experiments, or the weapons project, weapon 1, weapon 2, all the way to weapon 10, which is weapon X, which is Wolverine, man. So if they do it like that, then they make it look like, oh man, America really is dick, because you experimented on black bodies to create your white savior. Whereas in the book, I believe Captain America already existed, and Erskine is dead, and they start Projekt Rebirth to recreate the super soldier serum, and they experiment on black soldiers, which is where you have Isaiah Bradley. So either way you do it, it's still a messed up part of Marvel history, Marvel Comics history, with the superhero, the 616 history. So with Carl Lumley coming in, who has a unique superhero background. He was the Mantis, if y'all remember the show Mantis on Fox, but he is also the voice of Martian Manhunter in the Justice League cartoons from Cartoon Network. If you bring him in as Isaiah Bradley, it makes sense because he had the super soldier serum. He aged like Cap. So you have old man Steve, now you have old man Isaiah. But you also start to play with race politics in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do that, I personally will be happy and nerd out and blurred happy. And I'm at the point I don't give a shit if people don't like it, because the character exists.
Yeah.
He's in canon now. And if you can find a copy of Red, White, and Truth, I will say this: you may not be happy with the artwork, because Kyle Baker draws in a very cartoony style, very Spider-Ham-ish looking, but the story itself is very hardcore and very good. So if they do implement this in, and Carl Lumley is Isaiah Bradley, shit's gonna get real. Because Woo! No matter where they put the experiment, it's still messed up because now you're making a man like Erskine, who in the first Captain America, the first Avenger movie, as he said, I did work for Hydra or the Nazis, but they created and Johann Schmidt, Red Skull, he's a bully. He wanted power, the serum, bloop, turned him into what he truly was, which was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
But I fled and I said, I'm not going to work with the devils. I'm going to work with the angels. But the angels aren't holy. So now you kind of make Erskine, who thought he was doing something to redeem himself, one of those the angels with dirty wings.
Yeah.
Filthy animals. So I think there's some dynamics in that. And there's going to be some folks who may not like it. And once again, I say eat a dick. I think it's gonna work. Because no matter how much you want to say comic books are just flights of fancy, a lot of comic books do take from real world events. So I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. I think it's going to be a very small part of Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's not going to take the whole series because you're going to be fighting the Flag Smashers. I seriously think U.S. Agent is going to be the asshole. I think it's going to blend into General Thunderbolt Ross creating the Thunderbolts. Madripoor's in it. Who comes from Madripoor? The world's most famous mutant, Wolverine. So Marvel is just telling y'all, we own Fox, baby. Mutants is coming, sugar. Step back. We just not doing it right now. Marvel is going to take their time to give the mutants and the Fantastic Four the intro they deserve, not the intro you want. Or you said that you want to happen.
Yeah.
Let Marvel take time. So that's just me with Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's my expectations. I could be totally wrong, and they changed the whole thing, and Carl Lumley is just some guy that might have been who may have worked on Project Rebirth. Who's old enough. He'd be in his 100. He'd be 100 and something, but he luckily lived long enough to tell the tale about how to recreate the super soldier serum. I don't know. But if they do make him Isaiah Bradley, I think that character is so deep and so well done that the show will benefit from it.
My theory was that Falcon or Winter Soldier would end up with the shield. They'd find out about Isaiah and be like, hey, this guy exists, and they, eventually pass it on to him. Yeah.
And I mean, that would be kind of ceremonial. That ceremoniously awesome. That would be in great ceremony. Like, wow, you did this. This is why I say it would be dope to have Chris Evans make an appearance as Old Man Cap.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like if Chris Evans was like, I'm not doing movies, but
he throws in Old Man Cap.
Yeah, but I'll show up here, and have him be like, almost like they did in the comic, and it's spoilers, but find the comic where Captain America, the super soldier serum takes its toll on Isaiah to where he doesn't age, but his mind reverts back to almost like the mind of a child. And he is buffed as fuck. Like he is still bowed up, right? But Steve shows up to the house in Harlem and comes and apologizes. Like, I didn't know you existed. Because what happens is when Isaiah gets caught after the heroics he pulls, like he saves these group of Jewish prisoners, knocks out Hydra and the Nazis, does all the Captain America shit, but he gets court-martialed for stealing Captain America's shield in his costume. White folks, trash. Not all of y'all.
We crazy.
Just them in the book. Trash. And what they did was they don't send him to the barracks. They don't send him to the gulag or anything. He's not in prison. They just basically dishonorably discharge him and make him forgettable. Like he's no longer remembered. It's the same thing they did to the Blue Marvel. If you read the story of the Blue Marvel, which I wish Marvel would reprint, they do the same thing to him. But it's John Kennedy, President Kennedy, ask him to, hey, we know you're black, because Blue Marvel used to wear a helmet and everything. And when they find out he's black, all the, racist generals are like, oh man, do you know what will happen if the Negroes find out there's a Negro with superpowers? Holy shit. So President Kennedy calls in Adam and tells him, we're going to have to decommission you and disavow your existence. And he does it because he was a military man who is a scientist, and which is somewhat sad, but it is, he put country above his race, him being a man. He said, oh, okay, Mr. President, no problem. I will take off the Blue Marvel shield and I'm good. And the world needed a hero. And it could have been him, but the fact that he was black, so I think it'll work. I don't know where Marvel's going, but I'll take the ride and enjoy it.
I say it's hard to say from just the bit we've seen, but it should be pretty darn interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, you could. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I still think Falcon's gonna stay Falcon, and Winter Soldier's gonna stay Winter Soldier.
I think so too. I think Falcon's gonna have the shield,
right?
Because he gets an upgrade in his suit. That's already been given. He's not gonna call him. I don't think he'll ever want to call himself Captain America.
Right.
I think that I think he's gonna say that name's already been taken. I like being Falcon, and I can be just as good of a hero as Steve was.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon. Nintendo comes in, lawsuit. V-punch. So I think a lot of it's gonna deal with Sam having to deal with the mantle of Cap. Because if you notice the trailer, when they show him holding the shield and there's the picture of Captain America and he looks over, you know what shoulder he looks over?
It's left.
Exactly. So the whole thing, they continue to play on your left. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. On your left. Fuck that. So I think it's gonna be. I think Marvel's gonna have another hit, and I'm glad they made it shows instead of movies. Because it gives you a chance to really enjoy Sam and Bucky. Just like we're enjoying, even though it's very heartbreaking, Wanda and Vision. It gives you time to be with those characters, and maybe next time we come together for a Geek Table, I'll have a shirt like this, but it'll be Bucky and Falcon. Little Marvel.
Best buds.
Best buds. So
man. And I know you're gonna segue into this at some point.
Oh yes. More blackness.
Yeah, I was gonna say another one that all of a sudden got announced, and it's like, whoa, hey,
that's a big one. Ryan Coogler and Disney they ain't playing. 5-year contract.
Yeah, I was about to say
5-year deal, and off the top, Coogler's like, we're doing Wakanda, the series, and. And the question is, where does this series go? Timeline, focus. I've said this on Twitter. I've said this in the Blur groups I'm in. I really, really, really hope they call Roxane Gay. Roxane Gay, amazing writer. She wrote a series called World of Wakanda that coincide with Ta-Nehisi Coates' Nation Under Our Feet run of Black Panther. So his first run of Black Panther, she did like a side story, but it wasn't just a side story. It was a story that actually connected into Nation Under Our Feet. which is somewhat which is also a basis of the Black Panther movie that came out in 2018. And it focused on the Midnight Angels, the Dora Milaje, and the people of Wakanda. And it was a very political and very personal story where you saw Wakanda go through some shit. Insurrection, not at the Capitol, but there was insurrections. The Dora Milaje basically broke away from T'Challa because they did not like what T'Challa was doing. And there's this neighboring nation that's trying to infiltrate. There's a child of Wakanda that comes back and says, you know what, I'm sick of this. And it wasn't Killmonger. Um, it was just, I think his name was Tetu. There was just so much stuff hidden. The sad thing was they canceled it after 6 issues. It ended, the first story arc, and it ended well, but it was so much more she wanted to write. But Marvel was like, Black Panther's popular, so we don't need all this extra stuff. We're gonna trim some fat. Shuri's good, but everybody's loving T'Challa, so we're gonna go here. And I'm hoping to rectify that mistake. Feige looks at it and goes, "Oh yeah, I read World of Wakanda. Hey Ryan, let's get in touch with Roxanne Gay." That's my hope and dream.
Take something in that same vein or from that, in general, or maybe collab with that and bring the whole actual, like you're saying, since it is going to be called Wakanda and everything,
right,
and it's going to be about the country, the people, everything,
exactly.
Is it going to be like an origin story, or is it going to be like a post-Endgame story?
Ain't no telling.
If they do origin, question.
Oh my goodness, I would lose. I would lose it because.
But I mean, you got to figure they got 5 years. I mean, you could kind of go. I mean, heck, you could go many places, in that kind of time period. And depending on how many episodes and et cetera, right. you could do all kind. I mean, heck, you could start from almost beginning and then move into like now time period. Right. I don't know. You could do all kinds of stuff. I mean,
you could go from its beginning, like, and if I know everybody saw Black Panther, the story. Daddy told me the story how it all began. You can go with the Great War into Bashinga, finding the heart-shaped herb, and then boom, solidifying Wakanda. Now, are you going to go to Ta-Nehisi route where the Wakandans were nomads who pretty much colonized what is known as Wakanda, because what they took over, it was ran by these ancient creatures. They weren't alien. They were alien, but they weren't. And the Wakandans learned from them and then turn around and push them out. Or are you going to go into maybe the story of T'Challa's father, or Azuri, T'Challa's grandfather? Are we going to have like this, the ancestors taking, storylines, because Wakanda wasn't ran just by men. There were women Black Panthers too. And that's going to be pretty cool if they went that route.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones route, man.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, there's a whole lot. I mean, there's a whole lot of history, that they could go with, and new story. I mean, with a deal that big that they gave him, I mean, there's no telling. I mean, you could.
Yeah, they gave him the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, I pretty much, yeah.
And
that's the best way to put it. They really did.
And you gotta say, that's trust. That's trust.
Yeah, like
and
straight up. Oh, hey, you're in 5.
Yeah, and once again, 2020.
And you're making the sequel. Boom, do it.
Yeah, because 2020, took away our king. But and they say, well, the actor, but the man was royalty. I don't give a damn how you look at it. Chadwick Boseman was he was destined for Hollywood royalty, but in my heart, he was a king since the jump. And now that we look at it and we see that Coogler's getting this, I think he can be a showrunner, but kind of let the head writer run it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of like, oh, I hope it's Roxanne Gay, or if it's not her, have her in there, as a consultant, but and Ta-Nehisi Coates, bring him in as well. But I also think Wakanda could go into what's happening in the comic books now, which is the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. And that can be some fun stuff because Wakanda's reach doesn't just stop on Earth. It's into the, it's galactic now. But that was a very T'Challa centric storyline, So it all depends. It really does depend on where things go.
It's hard, and then depending on what happens with the whole universe in general, depending on how or what kind of time period they want to put this in.
Yeah.
Something going into like that, cosmic and everything, it could damn well happen.
Yeah. I mean, they can go a gang of routes, man. It just all
I don't know. You just got a lot you can work with, and it's pretty cool. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Geek Table Talk. We have been going at it. I'm hoping David and Chris are enjoying it because I like talking. Because when it comes to things like this, when I'm excited, I can go for days. No, I'm just joking. I can't. Maybe an hour and then I'm tired. I'm old. I'm getting old. You can see the gray in my beard. I'm getting old.
Well, this is what we do after we watch a movie. Usually,
it's time for a nap.
Yeah, I mean,
sit there for hours.
If you were ever to grace a movie viewing with us, you would know after it, the movie's not over because we are talking about what could happen in a sequel, what we didn't see, what we saw, what we wish, And this is what Geek Table Talk is for me and for my friends here, and hopefully for you. And we want you to join in the conversation. So please make sure you leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. Tell us how we're doing. Are you enjoying it? Did we put you to sleep? If so, kudos. You can use us as no dose. It's safe, effective, and we're not habit farming yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, our mighty merry Marvel talk, I think we can conclude there. I will say one quick thing to Marvel. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Zawi Ashton, Zawi Ashton has been tapped by Marvel Films to be the villain in Captain Marvel 2. So Carol Danvers has someone to punch at. So congratulations to her. Get that Marvel check. Captain Marvel 2, I think it's slated for 2022. And it is going to be directed by Nia DaCosta, who we are still waiting to see her Candyman remake. And Tiona Paris, not Parrish, who is Monica in WandaVision, will be showing up in Captain Marvel 2 as Monica Rambeau. Oh, Louisiana girl. Got them powers. So I think she's doper than that fake Cajun ass Gambit.
Made it Rambo.
That Remy LeBeau.
Made it Remy LeBeau.
I make the card go boom, baby. So
52 pickup.
All right. So before we go, last segment, which is my favorite segment. What are you watching? What are you playing? I usually ask, what are you reading? But fuck reading. Literacy means nothing.
You're two dudes over here. We're illiterate. Apparently.
I won't talk too much about reading this time, but I will say I do recommend you pick up Bitterroot. They just finished their second story arc. BITTER ROOT from Image Comics. Amazing comic. Got picked up to become a movie and I think a television series. I'm hoping both, but if not, television series, because it's a story that can hold you for a good hour and make you want to watch more. All right, so we started with Chris. We're going to start with Dave this time. Dave, what are you playing? What are you watching? What can you recommend for our viewers?
Well, as far as watching, I'll be real with you, man. There's not a whole lot going on in my my immediate vision there.
Gotcha.
All I've been really watching the WandaVision, you know. I got the double vision, the WandaVision,
there you go.
you know. Then also, you know, I you know, as the resident PC slash, you know, weeb guy of the group, you know, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. So there you go.
Nice.
And as far as playing, you know, the Mario 3D and Bowser's Fury, you know.
Nice.
Getting on the train again with that. And then reading Attack on Titan's only got 2 chapters left. So
oh yeah, that's coming to an end.
Coming in April. So.
Ooh.
Hey bro, you been reading?
How dare you read? Only suckers read.
I am literate. Yeah.
Yay.
Books.
All right.
Check them out.
Chris, what are you playing? What are you watching? We know you ain't reading.
So watching, I'm with you guys, WandaVision. Right now, I was taking my time for that. Playing, I'm dabbling a little bit in Final Fantasy 11 again.
Nice. Went back.
I'm also playing a game called Ninth Dawn 3, which is kind of like a cross between Skyrim and Ultima Online.
Okay.
Got like 2D graphics, but if you liked Ultima Online, it's kind of like a throwback to it.
Gotcha.
And The Medium, which is on Xbox Game Pass. And then
how is that?
It's fun. I didn't get too much into it, but it's on my list for sure. I'll dabble a little bit into it. And then I'm probably going to jump back into Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, which just dropped on Game Pass.
So Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
So remember, Microsoft, Game Pass. My name is Chris.
Hey, why not try it?
Throw me a check.
Exactly. Looking for that free membership or check?
Maybe a year, or at least a free year Game Pass.
There it is. Hey, I would not. If it works for you, then I know people are watching. So that makes me. All right. As for me, ladies and gentlemen, I am okay. I guess, what am I watching? So what am I watching? I am watching WandaVision, just like my comrades. I don't know which way I should point. Like my comrades here, as well as millions of other folks. But also, I highly recommend this show I've been watching called 30 Coins. 30 Coins. 30 COINS. It's a joint production with HBO and HBO Europe. Show that comes out of Spain. It's 8 episodes. It's on HBO right now. If you have HBO Max, I do believe all 8 are up there, but I'm trying to watch it week after week. The series finale is this Monday. It's coming up. I don't want to kind of date it, but it's coming up. It's got some great supernatural horror to it. It's a Spanish horror series, and it deals with Judas and the 30 silver coins he got to snitch on Jesus, which the intro to the show is bloody and insane. And it's basically centering around the 30th coin, where if a certain group get it, they'll become more powerful than the Vatican. Because come to find out, the Vatican has these holy relics that keep the Pope protected. So the Pope Mobile is just, just for show, but these relics keep him, going. And if this group gets all 30 coins, they become more powerful than the church, and craziness ensues. Really creepy creatures, some very gross looking ones too. So I highly recommend, if you can find that, check that out. As for what I'm playing, I've been playing the Resident Evil 8 Village demo. Haven't been into Resident Evil since 5. I tried 7. I actually enjoyed 7, but never finished. But I think this is making me want to go back to play 7 and then finish 7 and then probably buy 8. And no, it's not for the 9-foot vampire chick. It's actually
my 9-foot waifu.
Yeah, that's a thick girl. Like to see her do the busset challenge and the silhouette challenge, huh? It's actually really good, man. Like, it's creepy. First person, not a big first person fan, but playing this is making me want to play first person games again. I'm also playing Cyber Shadow. Nice homage to Ninja Gaiden on the NES, brought to us by Yacht Club Games, the people who gave us the amazing Shovel Knight. I forgot the name of the developer, so please don't hate me for forgetting your name. Your game is amazing. That's why I'm playing it. and Olia. I'm playing that little cool indie game on my Nintendo Switch. Oh, I'm hoping I can get some graphics and start putting the videos up of the games we play, so you guys know exactly what it is. As for reading, I'm still reading the usual Immortal Hulk. I've been reading, yeah, that's about it, really. Immortal Hulk and Bitterroot. So definitely support your local comic book store, your local video game stores. Buy local, buy often, shop local, shop often, whatever, whatever. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. This was episode 6 of the Geek Table Talk. You know who I am, but I will say it again. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro. We really appreciate you watching. And let me stop. Let me say who these guys are. What's wrong with me? There's David Welty, the Welters, Master McNoob himself, Christopher McNabb, the Xbox X-Man.
Bring it in again. The X.
Game Pass.
Game Pass. And ladies and gentlemen, not only do we do this for ourselves for fun, we also do this because we know there are geeks and nerds out there who want a place they can come and enjoy some good conversation. Hopefully one day I'm hoping to move this to the podcast realm. Hopefully maybe do a live show one day so we can have some comments and some more conversation with other friendly geeks and nerds. And if you're being a jerk, guess what? Blocked. But anyway, if you're enjoying it, please check us out here on YouTube. Hit that red subscribe button. It only takes 1 second. Give us a blue thumbs up and hit that bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when we release a new episode. And like I said, thank you for switching. It's not going to change my edit. You suck. Chris, I saw your hand. I hate your hand. Lower your hand. I don't want to talk to you. I definitely hope you guys are enjoying it, but turn your notifications on so you'll be notified every time we come on. And if you want to sponsor us, we're cute kids. We're nice. Just let me know. Get at me through electronic mail. Hey yo aunt 77 at gmail.com. That's hey yo aunt 77 at gmail.com. Graphics should be at the bottom or this way. I don't remember where it is. Also, you want to see me on the Instagram. I'm slowly starting to go back on Instagram. It's at madness 3030, at madness 3030, as well as on Twitter. It's at madness 3030. I'm heavy on Twitter nowadays. I am enjoying Twitter. I enjoy all the trifleness, all the drama, all the craziness. So get to us there. And like I said, if you want to sponsor us, if you want to be a part of this show, if you want to be a guest, leave us a message. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 6 is a wrap. Thank you for watching.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. Thank you for being a part of this. I hope you continue to be a part of this in 2021 because we're going to come back with more stuff. I know I'm behind on movie reviews. I've been watching movies, so I will be putting down some new movie reviews as well as game reviews. And sooner, not later, I will be doing I will be streaming gameplay of myself acting the fool on Twitch, on the PS5. I am an old man gamer, so you could come and tease me about how horrible I'm playing Cyber Shadow or Ghost of Tsushima or whatever. Just come on in. I want a conversation. Let's have some fun. So until next time, you know the drill. You're still in the Panasonic. Wash your hands, wash your feet, wash your ass. Please mask up. They're saying double mask. Go for it if you know. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay geeky, and we'll see you later.